it's not a good idea. Our therapeutics are designed to support and promote the body's ability to fix itself. Why? Because there's no simpler way to put it. Arthritis is a nutritional deficiency disease. You don't have arthritis because you have a bad gene. You don't have arthritis because you have a voodoo curse. You don't have arthritis because of the aging process. You have a bad joint because you have a bad doctor. It's that simple. $25 million of federally funded research done by my mentor, colleague, and friend, Dr. Joel Wallach, the founder of the Longevity Company, proved that there are 90 essential nutrients that the human body needs in order to function the way that God intended it to. 90 essential nutrients. Here's the breakdown. 60 minerals, 16 vitamins, 12 amino acids, and 2 essential fatty acids for a grand total of 90 nutrients. And if you hang out with us long enough, you will see this slogan everywhere. It's directly underneath me. 90 for life. That's what this refers to. The 90 essential nutrients that are necessary for life. By the way, a nutrient is considered essential if the body needs it but can't make it. Cholesterol is very, very, very important for your health. That's right, I said important. That's a whole nother webinar. There's no such thing as high cholesterol, for all intents and purposes. Cholesterol is your friend, but it's not an essential nutrient because the body can make it. Cholesterol is so important to your health, your body makes it. The 90 essential nutrients are necessary for health, but your body can't make them. So they must be imported into the body every day. They must go down the hatch every day. The only problem is, and it's a big problem, it is an overlooked problem. This is a billion-pound gorilla in the middle of the country that nobody sees. It is impossible to get all 90 essential nutrients from food. You can't do it. It's not just tricky. It's not just challenging. It's impossible. And here's why. 90 essential nutrients. The lion's share are minerals. 66%, 2/3 of your nutrient needs are minerals. Things like calcium, magnesium, sulfur, zinc, selenium. Only problem with minerals is the only person that can make a mineral is God. Plants can't make minerals. Animals can't make minerals. If a plant could make a mineral, we could bioengineer carrots to make gold, and we'd all be rich. Minerals are found in the soil, or not. Here's a map of a very important mineral for human health, selenium, in the U.S. Now, on this map, the legend, the pinkish and reddish colors, that's a lot of selenium there. Yellowish, you get not so much. Bluish, not so much. Gray, forget it. And if there's white, there is no selenium at all. Now, remember, this is just one mineral out of 60. There are 60 other maps, but they're all different. There's no place on the planet that we've discovered in the topsoil where all 60 minerals are found. It doesn't exist. It does not exist. So the only way selenium or calcium or zinc or sulfur gets into your body is if the roots of the plant that you're eating touched it when they were growing. Same goes for cow's milk. If a cow's eating grass that was grown in soil that was calcium deficient, the cow's milk is calcium deficient. Interestingly enough, ounce for ounce, there's more calcium in maple syrup than there is in cow's milk. Who knew? We knew. And that's why we do these webinars. Everybody needs to know this. and nobody does. Now, this isn't rocket science. If this tank, this drawing, represents your body's nutritional needs, right? In order for your body to be healthy and for everything to work the way that nature and God intended it to, your nutritional tank needs to be topped off every day with the 90 essential nutrients. Every day. But because nobody knows this, nobody supplements appropriately. And even if you have a perfect diet, you eat exactly the right stuff that you need to and it's all organic, you can secure about 30–40% of your body's nutrient needs from food. But then you experience the stress of life. Emotional stress, financial stress, environmental stress, crap in the air, crap in the food, crap in the water, bugs, viruses, germs, lions and tigers and bears. Oh my. Guess what the stress does? It burns right through your reserves. Now you're running on fumes, baby. You know what happens when you run on fumes? Things start to break. Why, you think you got osteoporosis, which is thinning of the bones, because you have a bad gene? No. You get osteoporosis because for the last 30 years your body has been deficient in the stuff it needs to keep the bones healthy. And every day, unwittingly, you're eating food that's causing chronic low-grade inflammation to the joints, bones healthy. Section of your spine. And the white stuff in this drawing is the bones, your backbones, the stuff that chiropractors adjust. We love chiropractors, by the way. The red tissue here is the cartilage cushion between the joints, between the bones. And the black, green, and purple stuff is the nerves. Okay? Now, when you're healthy, the red colored discs, they're not really red in life, but for artistic expression, right, they're red. Those discs are like feather pillows, and they're chock full of feathers. But as you go down the road of life, if you're not consuming the right nutrients, the bones and the discs run out of structural integrity because you've stopped feeding them. So what's going to happen when the disc loses its structural integrity? The weight of your body is going to make it squish. It's going to flatten out like a pancake, and then it's going to touch the nerve that it should be protecting. You know what that translates to? Ouch! Pain, baby. And then some more pain. But is recommend therapeutics, science-based, clinically verified, formulated and delivered by licensed physicians, the intention of which are to support and promote your bones and your joints' ability to fix themselves in this case. And that's what we're going to talk about next. How do we support and promote your body's ability to have healthy bones and joints? It's easier than falling off a potato truck. So let's break it down. The cartilage of your joints are made from glucosamine sulfate, chondroitin sulfate, and a funny little thing called hyaluronic acid. Say that 3 times fast. So guess what we do? If I've got weak ligaments, tendons, bones, or joints, I'm going to recommend supplements that are filled with glucosamine sulfate, chondroitin sulfate, and hyaluronic acid. Hallelujah, and pass the hat. This is it. It's glucogel. That's why it was developed. Now look, we don't really have enough time to get into the science behind this, right? But the fact of the matter is, not all nutritional supplements are created equal. Nutritional supplements are like wine. All wine is made from grapes. But there's a great deal of difference between Annie Boone Springs green apple wine and a nice California Pinot. Well, what's the difference? The recipe. I've been doing naturopathic medical therapeutics for a quarter of a century. My profession, members of my profession are the stewards of medical nutrition. This is our thing. This is our wheelhouse. And as God is my witness, I am here to tell you that in 25 years of clinical work, Dr. Wallach's nutritional supplements, like this one, glucogel, and this one, which is a liquid glucogel, are more effective than anything I've ever used. And by the way, I used to work for a nutritional supplement company that only sold to physicians. I've been around this block a lot. What it boils down to is science, recipe, and clinical effectiveness. Longevity on all three of those counts has a lock. This stuff was formulated from $25 million of federally funded research, 26,000 autopsies, and 10 million blood chemistries and histopathologies done by the founder of Longevity, Dr. Joel Wallach. That's a healthy bone and joint pack, plant-derived minerals, and killer biotic. You already saw what the liquid glucogel looks like. That's it. You've got unhealthy bones and joints. Guess what? This is the secret sauce to strengthen and support and promote your body's ability to have healthy bones and joints. And if you've been suffering with an arthritic condition, if you've been suffering with osteoporosis or any type of a bone and a joint problem for more than 3 months, most people are suffering with this stuff for years. They've gotten used to it. After you take this and you clean your diet up and your health improves, you're going to be filled with righteous indignation about the lost months, lost years that you've had because your MDs sold you a cock and bull story. The proof of the pudding is in the eating, ladies and gentlemen, and my people are destroyed by lack of knowledge. Feed your body. Feed it. Give your body the nutrition that it needs to have healthy bones and joints. Stop eating food that's gumming up the works. Get out of the way. Now, some people, because of religious reasons, can't do the glucogel because our glucogel is derived from shellfish. So, if for whatever reasons you can't eat animal products, then as a workaround for glucogel, we've got these two products, Z-Radical and Fucoid Z. Z-Radical is a liquid, Fucoid Z is a capsule. Both of these supplements contain a sea vegetable extract called fucoidin, and there are over 1,000 published studies on the positive effects of fucoidin, one of which is the stimulation of stem cell production. So if you still have stem cells in your joint, which you do, and you take fucoidin in sufficient amounts, chances are very good that your body will be stimulated to generate new cartilage tissue. And if anybody tells you that that's impossible, they're lying to you. We do it all of the time.